It's wonderful, sweet. But I thought that they were gonna see commercials, from the '60s and all that, but it's all kind of today's and stuff. Some old ones, not too many.
What was your favorite one?
There was the one about a mice eating some cheese. I think, have you watched them? Have you seen them?
Yes,
Yeah, I think that was the best probably.
How did you like this event?
I thought it was great. I used to work on commercials a lot, and I thought it was really fun to see them.
Oh, do you have like a favorite advertisement from what you've seen?
I'm afraid I have a wicked sense of humour, and I like the one with the cat, with the mouse,
This
the
is
cheese
the second
one.
time you told me this is the best advertisement actually. So
And some of them were amazing, the amount of money that they spent on doing them. Yeah.
did you expect to see these things when you were coming here?
I think so, yes. Yeah, that's what I hoped it would be like. And it was surprising how quickly the time went, suddenly it was wow, it was, yeah, it was
We're
good
gonna
fun.
have more.
Thank you.
Thank you. How did you like this event?
Oh, this is great. Fantastic. I love all these great old commercials. And the production values and some of the commercials are great. Like from Britain, the Doritos spot was fantastic. I'm a production designer, so I'm always looking. So it's great. It's nice to see it.
So, what is your favorite one? Doritos?
My favorite probably would be the. I like the dog one. I don't know. Harvey
Yeah.
with his bag ready to go. That was great. So yeah, I think that would be my favorite. And the old one, the Slits one, where the guy opens the beer thing. Yeah.
Is it your first night of Ad Eaters?
This is my first night. Yeah.
Would you like to make it like an annual event? in the US?
Absolutely. This is fantastic. We really need this in LA because this is a capital of advertising or production. So a lot more exposure is important for commercials. We don't really get that as much. A lot of TV and features, but us, these people, we live in commercials. I live in this world, and we don't really get a celebration of that as much in LA. So I'm glad it's here.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Enjoying it beautifully. Loving the old commercials, the way that it shows up what we used to do to what we do now. I thought it was a beautiful thing to do. Beautiful. What do you think?
Yeah, I just want to get my credit card and go out and start buying
What
random
exactly?
stuff. Well, cigarettes, and I don't even smoke.
Oh, I see. What about Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper's. No, I'm not a Dr. Pepper person. I just looked at those Dr. Pepper people. They sing. They're too happy for me.
Oh, I see.
I'm not that happy.
What was your favorite commercial?
I think it was a Coca-Cola commercial. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was because mostly it was the old tradition of having fun, drinking it versus doing it, musical. It was more real. I felt. I loved it. I thought it was cool.
Is it your first night of Ad Eaters or you've seen it before?
No, it's the first time. It's the first time. I'm enjoying it. I think I would like to see more of the contemporary commercials, though. I think it would be nice to see what's happening today versus what was in the past. But I enjoy it. It was great.
How did you like this event?
This event is amazing. I love the commercial with the mouse. The mouse was my favorite commercial. It had a complete story. It had a first act, a second act, and the third act. The first act set up the scenario. The second act established the conflict. The third act resolved it in a totally unexpected way. And in that way, it was like a little movie. And it was totally unexpected. It was amazing. I can't wait to see the rest.
Is it your first night of Ad Eaters?
I'm sorry?
Is it your first night of Ad Eaters?
Yes,
Would you like to make it an annual event in LA?
I would love to.
And
I think that it brings us messages with stories, which I really like. I mean, that's why we like to see commercials on the Super Bowl, because there are little stories that help, break up the rest of what we're watching. It also can be quite nostalgic. I was born in a small town in central Pennsylvania, a little coal mining town, and the only thing we had to do for fun was to go to the movies. And then back in those days, it cost $0.25. And I would go and sit in the front seat, and it had these beautiful frescoes and these amazing red velvet curtains. And I thought I was like in a castle. And when the curtains would open and the movies would start to play, I would be transported into another world. And I knew that the movies were made by people, but they weren't people like me. They were people that were like gods. And when I came to California to find my place in Hollywood, it was really, really special and really, really wonderful for me to meet some of those people that I thought was gods and to act and participate in both films and commercials. And I especially love commercials because I have 3 children, all of whom work in the industry. I have a son who writes music for commercials. I have a daughter who's a production designer in commercials, and I have a daughter-in-law who produces commercials. So I love commercials. Also, my students at the Los Angeles Film School, a lot of times that's their entryway into the union. That's their entryway into bigger and more satisfying parts of their art and their careers. Thank you.
Well, I've been in advertising business for 30 years, almost, about 33. I came from marketing, cable company. I have my own agency, Matthew Production. This is I'd rather be here than anywhere else. This gentleman over there is one of my camera guy. He was the second camera for Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he works for me. So anyway, I just want to tell everybody, please come and promote this and help this to be announced, to be awareness. I love this. Thank you for having us. Really, I love it.
Yeah, I work in advertising.
That's great. So
Yeah.
How do you like this event?
This is really cool. This is really good. There's advertising from all over the world. I have to say, there was even one from New Zealand, my home country. So it was really good to see it in there. And some funny ones, some sad ones, some very patriotic American ones. It's a really cool night. They were saying at the beginning that it goes for 6 hours in France. I mean, 6 hours of ads. That's heaven. That's heaven.
And what's your favorite commercial today?
What's your
favorite commercial today?
I loved The Dog and the Pound. The Dog and the Pound was cool. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. Very funny. Very funny.
I'll tell you now, the one that is bleeding is the one with the mouse,
Oh, the mouse at the very start. Yeah, the strong cheese, yeah. And see, that's being from the agency world, it's really simple. And it's just really simple in its message, and yet it was funny. And simplicity wins every time.
That's true. So, it's your first night of editors?
Yes, yeah, never heard of it before. So it's really cool to come along. Really good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Catnap, the great choreographer.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the part with the animals. Wow. Very great production.
I just couldn't stop enjoying one right after the other. I was totally impressed at how I could be so engrossed. I thought any minute I would fall out. I would fall away and say, oh hum. I've seen it. No, I didn't. It was edited and whatever, produced and everything in such a fashion that my interest kept peaking and peaking. Peeky-boo, it kept peaking. And I loved every minute. Didn't you like it, Kat?
I loved it.
It was absolutely...
so interesting because all over the world, global, all around the world. That's what I would say.
we have seen, we are from Beverly Hills and the Hollywood area. We've seen a lot. You know, we've been around, been there, done that. But this is absolutely a prize. Very, very, very beautiful prize. Are you all right?
Ready? All around the world.
There's no
Thank you
like
for
show
sharing.
business,
No
right?
business like show business. Well, I wasn't born. That's the whole truth. I wasn't born at anything. I think maybe I like the one about the little dog in the little dog who pushed the
All
clicker.
the doggies.
Yeah,
the
all
little
the
doggies and the cats.
Yeah, they were just gorgeous. I love that very much. But they were all superb. All superb.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I think it's a fantastic event because Ad Eaters, it's the first time that I see it in Hollywood, and it has nostalgia. It's a very cultural event because through commercials, you can feel how people were in the past and in the present. I'm having a great time. It's fantastic.
Did you have a favorite commercial?
Yeah, I love the British one with the little mouse, like the cheese commercial. Then I love the Italian one for Armani jeans with the sexy guy and the sexy lady. And I love the BMW Out of Place in New York in the 20s. I loved it. And the Romanian one when they all talk about, brands, and then the guy gets kicked out of the house. It was lovely. It's a great event. I think commercials really are part of our culture. So they reflect how we feel or how the industry feels about consuming. I loved it. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, ladies. Hi. How do you like this event?
I think it's great personally. I'm in television and film, so it's really great to see the commercials, and it's surprising to see the great cinematography and all that, and especially the old commercials. We were saying that we've never seen such retro commercials, and it's really great.
It's a whole different style, and obviously we hadn't seen before because some of them are before we were even born.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see just different type of culture and the way they dress and all that kind of different stuff. And the ones from the different cultures from different countries, you can kind of see different perspective of them. And it's really interesting.
And it's great to mingle around with people right now. It's really fun, and it's a great thing. I wish they do this more often, or I hope they do. I would love to come.
So what is your favorite commercial?
Oh, we loved the Harvey dog commercial so far,
Yeah,
and
that was really
it
cute.
showed the power of advertising, and it was a great commercial. It was really cute.
So is it your first night of Ad Eaters?
Yes, it is. This is actually the first Ad Eaters event I've ever come to, so it's great. We're having fun, and we definitely want to come to more.
Yeah, really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Thank you. How do you like this event?
How do I like the event? Who does not like endless good commercials with no crappy TV shows in between? It's the opposite of real life where you hit the TiVo and get past the commercials. Here, there is no programming. It's all commercials, and that's a lot of fun.
Do you have a favorite commercial?
My favorite ones were, there's a commercial where a bunch of kids are making a ramp for a train. Did you see that one? Very good. And for nostalgia, the Dr. Pepper, I'm a Pepper commercials were great.
For tonight, number one is the one for cheddar. Cheese cheddar.
Oh, with the mouse?
Yeah.
I was horrified when the mouse looked like he died. It was like, okay, only in Europe can you kill a mouse. But then he came back heroically.
So is it your first night of Ad Eaters?
Yes, this is my first night of Ad Eaters. I usually eat everything except for ads, but tonight it's about eating ads.
Okay, would you like to make it an annual event in LA?
Oh, this has to happen every year, and I will bring so many people, they will not be able to contain us. We'll be breaking down the walls, eating all the free food. It's going to be outrageous next year.
Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. I'm on the top of the world.
This is the end. beautiful friend. This is the end, my own.